Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I wanted some new acrylics, and I was on Amazon just searching around, and I ran into this Vrenmol 6-piece glow-in-the-dark acrylic kit, and I thought this would be perfect to add to my collection, being that I do not own any glow-in-the-dark acrylics, and I do love glow-in-the-dark products, so that's a plus. But on the back here, it just shows different products, ingredients, benefits, specifications, things of that nature I was showing you there. And when you do go ahead and open up the pack, it obviously has these six acrylics, and it does also come with this very detailed instruction manual, and it has tips and tricks, and it shows how to apply with nail forms or with nail tips. It also has frequently asked questions as well, so very, very informative. For someone who's just beginning. Again, it comes with the six acrylics, and they're all 10-gram jars, which may seem a bit small, but I have quite a few of these, and I feel like they do last. As you saw, the names are at the bottom, and they do all come sealed. Today I'm going to be using Cooper Odorless Monomer. I also got this Pana acrylic brush in a size 10. So the Cooper monomer, I decided to try that after watching my girl Easy Nails, and the Pana acrylic brush in a size 10. I did grab that from watching Nails by Key. So I did want to, I kept saying I wanted to try a bigger brush. And so I wanted to give this a try. And honestly, I must say, I think I need to go a little bigger because it really didn't do much for me. But the first color is this red berry. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Then they have this jelly orange. And it is pretty jelly. I didn't like how the swatches came out on the swatch sticks, but they're pretty okay. Cherry pink is really pretty. Lemon yellow is also very cute. And then they have aqua blue, which is also a very nice shade of blue as well. So I did go ahead and prep off camera, and I did my peel off. So I put the peel off on, let it dry, base coat, then cured for 30 seconds. Applied on these Macart XXL coffin tips with base gel. And now I'm going in with a layer of Mia Secrets clear acrylic before starting my acrylic application. So it is important to always start with a clear acrylic over your natural nail, so that when you're going in with the colored acrylics, they don't possibly stain your nail if they're able to. Also, a very good reason for starting with a clear base is so that when you go to take your nails off and you file down, you do have something to file back to as well. So it's a double plus reason why you want to put down this clear. So I'll go ahead and let you finish watching me apply the clear to my natural nail. So I'm taking the jelly orange from that kit, and I'm starting with this shade, and for the index is going to be a full color of this on the nail. So I went ahead and dipped into the monomer, picked up a bead, set it on the nail, and kind of let it sit for a moment. So I'm kind of trying to take some tips and tricks from Easy Nails, because she uses this odorless monomer all of the time. And it is a little different with odorless monomer versus your standard monomer. One thing I can definitely say is it is definitely odorless. This monomer, there is no smell. Like, I don't smell anything now. And with this set, this is like the second time I've used this, because I used it one time before on my daughter. No smell whatsoever. So I am really loving the fact that there's no smell. The only thing I can say I don't like with odorless monomer is that when you're done with your acrylic application most times, and everything is set, there is still a tacky layer that you would want to go ahead and try to remove before filing, shaping, and buffing, so that you don't mess up your file that you're using. But that's the only thing. So it did work pretty well. I didn't use a method in this. I do want to start trying to formulate a method, so whether it's 3 beads, 4, however many. But one thing with acrylic I do want to work on is trying to get a method, sticking with it, so that my nails come out pretty much the same and flawless. But I am going to go ahead and start now by that cuticle, and try and make it nice and flushed. As far as this brush goes, like I said, I really didn't see much of a difference than the 8s I were using. I mean, it is a bit bigger, but maybe I just need to use it again because it was my first time. But it honestly felt the same as my size 8 brushes, which makes me feel like I may possibly want to go up to a size 12 just to kind of see. But it is a nice brush, very, very nice brush, and I'm going to be using it a lot more. I know I'm going to this will be my main one for now until I get something else, because it does feel a lot better than the 8s, I can say, so I guess it is a tad bit bigger. It just doesn't feel like super, super different. But I'm going to go ahead and let you finish watching me complete my index finger. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take this time, as always, to thank anyone who's taken their time to watch any one of my videos. It is greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. And to anyone that's been subscribed, I love you all so much, and I appreciate your continued support. So then, while the acrylic is wet, I'm using this orange glitter that I got from a Nail Lab in a box. And I'm just placing it right into the wet acrylic, and it'll go ahead and dry into the acrylic. So now I'm going in with the jelly orange again, but this time I'm going to attempt a ombre on my middle. And I'm also going to do the same thing on my ring finger. So I'm taking the bead and I'm kind of just brushing it over the nail. Another very important tip when doing acrylic, you want to make sure that you are making sure your sides stay straight, and that you'll lay the product down as smooth as you can, so that once it's all dried up, you have minimal filing. Very important. So I'm going in again with another bead, and I'm gonna just kind of take that over the free edge and back up that nail, trying to kind of build up the opacity, because this is definitely a jelly acrylic. I do love it, I just didn't want it to be so translucent, so I'm just putting in acrylic where I can and where I see fit to kind of make it a little more opaque. And again, over all of the orange acrylics, I will be sprinkling this orange glitter. So for the nail bed area on the ombre, I'm going in with cherry pink, and I felt like this was such a perfect pink shade. Absolutely gorgeous, but I'm starting right at the smile line area, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and blend my ombre and start that out there. And guys, I maybe have done an ombre with acrylic. This might be my second time. I'm not real sure, I have to remember, but I think this is my second time. And I must say, I think I did a pretty good job with my ombre. Once I'm done with this nail, please comment down below and let me know what you think of the ombre. I think I'm getting so much better with acrylic as well. Like they say, practice makes perfect, and the more you practice, the more you'll get it. And I do want to continue to practice at acrylic because I have absolutely fallen in love with it. I just love the ease of it. Like, yeah, it's self-drying, so you do gotta kind of move a little quicker than polygel, but at the same time, I do love that there's not a lot of lamp action unless my end design is like some sort of nail art or something like that. If I wanted to just lay down a nice coat of acrylic, it's just set. Like, I do love that about acrylic. Also with the odorless monomer, it doesn't dry as fast, so that's nice too. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish watching me complete the ombre on this nail.
But you don't really know me. I've been out here on my own. I've been grinding all alone. Yeah, get up at night. We can pour out the wine. I got cash on my mind. Yeah, I don't really mind. And I don't have the time. Every day I go out. Every day a new route. That you know nothing about.
I must say that I am loving the consistency of this Vrenmol acrylic. I do recommend it. Like, I feel like it works really well. It's very easy to use, and that's always a plus for a beginner. You don't want to obviously get something that you're not able to maneuver, but I was able to work with these really well, so I highly recommend. And here I'm just finishing up my ring finger ombre that I started. So I did say that I did the same thing here on the ring, so I didn't show the whole thing. I just kind of showed me finishing up the ombre. And for my pinky, it was a full nail of the jelly orange, so I didn't show the whole thing on this one either, just not to make the video so long or to bore anyone. Also, I forgot to mention, when you're using colored acrylic, you do want to go thin with it, just because you're going to cap it with a clear acrylic to kind of build up the nail and give it some structure. Essentially, colored acrylic is just that, for the color. So you don't normally build up a nail with colored acrylic. I've seen it done, but mostly you're just using it for the color or the glitter, and then you do want to go ahead and build your nail with a clear acrylic. So I'm gonna go ahead now and just encapsulate the nails, and I'm using a Mia Secrets clear acrylic, and I'm just gonna go over all of the nails just to cap the glitters on all of the orange areas, as well as just build up the nail on all of the nails, just to make like an apex and everything. And I think I did such a great job. Like, I'm just loving my acrylic application as well. So my last video, I saw improvement with my polygel application, and I'm definitely seeing improvement with my acrylic application as well. So if anyone's been subscribed to the channel, comment down below and let me know what you think of my acrylic application now. Do you think that it's improved? I definitely think that it's improved very well. So when I do my encapsulations, I normally try to stick with a 3-beat method. Here I did not do that, but like I said, going forward, when I do my acrylic videos, I'm definitely going to have a method down packed to share with you all, so that your nails as well as mine can come out the exact same for each finger and just a little more flawless. But I normally start right in the center with a bead and then brush that down, then go by the free edge and start with the bead and kind of brush it down and up, and then by the cuticle where the actual apex will be a little below that, and just brush that down, making sure I do look at all of my, at my nail from all angles to make sure there's no acrylic needed in certain places. And then once I get everything fully encapsulated, again, I'm using odorless monomer, so I do wipe the nail off first and then go in with my filing.
Run up on that hill like I'm at Comic-Con. Ooh, when I'm sober, I don't wanna front. Ooh, caught that photo right from my son. Catching feelings like them buddies you read it on. Straight up out the plane, yeah, I'm running from Babylon. What you planning on? Yeah, running to my bed.
So I decided to just show 2 nails, but this is how the nails are looking once I file, shape, and buff. And my filing could have been better, but you see me fiddling with my middle finger, and that's because it is lifted from the filing. So I just like kind of letting you know that it did lift, but it's fine. I mean, I want to try to do a video with both my polygel and acrylic where I don't use a peel off, and I can actually file them very nicely because I do enjoy filing. It's just when I have my peel off on, I have to be careful because the nails do lift. And as I'm finishing up the set right now, my ring finger is still lifted. I just decided to continue on with the design. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going over all of the nails with a layer of top gel, and I'm going to go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. This set is my first official ever Kawaii set, and I'm not used to it, nor do I really know much about it. But I did grab these charms off of Amazon. Super cute assortment of different little charms. So I do watch a lot of videos with Kawaii, and I think they're very, very pretty. I just didn't know really how to go about it myself, being that this was my first time, so I hope I did an okay job. But I'm basically applying on different charms with my Macart rhinestone glue, and I kind of wanted this to be a starry set. So I know that essentially Kawaii is just wild, all over the place, cute stuff. But like I said, essentially I've never had a Kawaii set. Never really even knew about Kawaii until I started doing my YouTube and watching more YouTube videos. But they're very, very cute. So I also decided to use this cloud, and as I stated, everything is basically being adhered with the rhinestone gel. So on my middle finger, I am going in with just a rhinestone placement right down the center of the nail, and I absolutely loved how this rhinestone placement turned out. Once I got it applied, I did go ahead and flash cure and moved on to the next nail. Then I decided to go back to my ring finger, and I just placed a line of rhinestones right underneath that star.
There's the little eyes, a messy mind.
Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try. Cute as hell, baby. Hotter than flames. Wanna burn together in a million ways. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me.
On my pinky, I added this gummy heart. Like, it looks so much like a real piece of candy. I love these little pieces and charms. I think they're super, super cute. And I really enjoy doing this kawaii set, actually. On my thumb, I did also do another one of those shooting stars. And this one was super, super cute. Like I said, these kawaii charms are just so much fun. And I'm looking forward to making a lot more of these sets. Around the cloud, I did go ahead and go in with different rhinestones, and the last thing here is I'm placing my Madam Glam Elixir cuticle oil and just moisturizing my cuticles. And here's my finished set. I love the thought of kawaii nails. I think I would actually rock a set like this because this is super cute. But if you've made it this far, please comment down below and let me know what you think of the nail set. Also, the glow on this acrylic is beautiful, and you'll see that at the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Much love to you all.